Hi, and thanks for joining the SJ Child Show. The SJ Child Show brings value to families through education and resources. But the SJ Child Show isn't just about me, it's about us as a community. Join me as we help educate and support our community, help bring kindness and love and inclusion to all. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and watch. I really appreciate all the support from all of the viewers and listeners, and I just want to let you know I want you to join me on this journey. Come and follow my social media, and let's do this together. Enjoy the show. Introducing Autism Vehicle Home Safety Kits, Emergency Responder, alert stickers, personal profiles with autism needs and a communication board, masks and earplugs, keeping families and emergency responders educated and safe. Get yours today at sjchilds.org. Helping autism families impact their child's developmental milestones through home relocation, community resources, and home designs. For every 3 homes Natalie Castro sells, she funds and designs a sensory room for a community center servicing individuals with autism. She volunteers to coach law enforcement, first responders, and ER nurses how to have a positive experience for individuals on the autism spectrum. Hi, and welcome to the SJ Childs Show. I'm your host, SJ Childs, and today I have a really special guest, Cheyenne Stevens. And I met Cheyenne through a friend who met her at a car show. And so we're going to talk a little bit about why she was at a car show and what that means for her to be here today. Thank you so much, Cheyenne, for being here.
Well, thank you. My name's Cheyenne, obviously. And yeah, I show a car and try to go to a lot of car shows, telling people not just about autism awareness, but autism acceptance. And I put autism acceptance in my car. Of course, the hood of my car and everything has a puzzle piece 3D, because I think that 3-dimensional puzzle piece is so important because it shows the diversity of autism and that we can come together. And I love what it represents to me. I love teaching people, and I have a storyboard that tells you kind of about what it was like having me on the spectrum and how I got diagnosed. And then I also have a little bit about what it's like, and to teach people that don't know, maybe not know what autism is like. And so I sit out there by my car at the car shows, and I talk to people about autism. That's what I do all summer.
I love it. Tell us about your car. What kind of car is it? I'm going to put a picture of it up there too, so when we air this, we'll see it.
It's a Mustang, a Grabber Blue, autism color, and it is really a terrific car. I first of all, why I did this is because I can't drive. So my dad thought, what a better way to spread this message and to talk to people than to make a Mustang and go around everywhere and talking about why autism acceptance is so important. I mean, it's great to be aware of somebody, but to be accepting, it's more hard. It takes more patience and more effort to be understanding of it than just to be like, hey, I know that person, but I'm still gonna bully them, or I'm still gonna put them in the corner. All my life I've been put down because of autism. And people, I didn't really have friends growing up. So, I mean, I guess why this is so important to me is because it's just my passion, just educating people.
Well, and now being able to connect and make friends, like this, and to be able to know that, like,
there's people who, number one, got your back. I got your back. Number
Yeah.
two, want to be your friend, want to connect with you, because they see the value in not only the wonderful person that you are, but in what you're doing for the community. And I just want to thank you and honor you for that. And I really just, what a beautiful and inspirational thing. And I'm sure your parents are so proud of you too.
Yeah.
Oh, I
My-
bet.
My dad has been a huge influencer to get me where I am. I remember going to my first car show where people didn't know if I would really talk or not, or what I was going to do, because without talking about my car, I'm so backwards and I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
And it helped me so much. Like, this car is my strength. Like, I get my comfort zone. When I'm around it or near it, it just helps me that much more. And for my parents to be able to see that I can get on my show and talk to people, I think they're just really amazed at how far I've come.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets me a little emotional.
Me too. Oh, no, I completely agree. Tell me about your family. What does your family dynamics look like? Who do you have there supporting you?
My family is like, I don't know. My family, they help me and support me through everything that I do. My brother got married last year, and she has helped me through so many things. Helped me through meltdowns and that stuff.
Aww.
And it's really been really good. And I mean, she's so awesome.
Oh, sister-in-laws, that's wonderful, isn't it?
And yeah, I have one brother, so getting me a sister-in-law was incredibly exciting because I only have one sibling. And my parents are my rocks. They're there for everything. And I would not be here or where I am today with my pieces of the puzzle or anything where I am today without my parents. I mean, my dad was the heart of this. He's like, okay, we're going to this car show. I'm like, sometimes it's like at 4 a.m. Wow. It's early to get up and get going to that car show, but it's totally worth it at the end of the day. I don't necessarily, for me, it's not all about like the winning. It's not all about like what I'm doing there. It's all about my purpose and getting the word across to people and telling people what it's like. It's not about like, how many people can I get today?
Yeah.
I had my very special people. I had some moms come up and their child just got diagnosed with autism, and it's so hard. And finally, and they saw my truck and trailer and car. I have all three. And they're finally like, they cried because they're like, I didn't think there was hope for my child.
I know. Yeah.
And it's hard for parents to come up here and see, like, I'm trying to succeed. I'm trying, but I haven't succeeded as far as I want to go with this whole thing.
You're still young.
But I feel like I'm going to get farther in doing this. My dream is to go talk to schools, talk to people about this, educate people even further than I have already, because I want to explain to people like, this is huge to me. This is my dream, basically, is to get, I want to just be an inspiration to those and to help those along that maybe don't have that, their child just got diagnosed and it's really scary at that point.
Yeah. And, that's really actually graceful and really sweet of you to say, because as an adult with autism, that can also probably be hard for you to hear, in the sense that that you don't want it to feel like a devastating thing or like a sad thing or a hard thing, that you want them to see the strength and courage and beauty that their own child can have being autistic and what that could mean for them. And I agree with you. Like I have that same, that kind of that same story in that it was in interviewing other autistic adults that one of, he said to me, when my parents used to say how devastated they were when I was diagnosed, that hurt my feelings. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't consider that. And how I want to be the type of humanitarian and the type of person that gets the right message across, not only the important one, but the right message. And sometimes you're getting a message, you're doing a message, and then you find out, wait, I need to kind of adjust this and give it a new perspective, which what I think is autism is all about, is looking at a new perspective, readjusting your thinking, being patient enough to stop thinking. You have to be willing to change your thinking patterns if you've been trained in your whole life to parent one way or another through punishments, if you will, and things like that. Like that's not what our life is like now. Like we see our children for the humans that they are, and we want them to, expand in all their great maths or arts or, music, which my children are so, they have so many talents in. And so I really want to push those things. And then the things that they have challenges with, we help them strategize ways to overcome those challenges, right?
Yeah.
That's probably a lot what your parents, it sounded like, helped you do.
Yeah. I was diagnosed pretty much at 13 years old.
Okay.
Before that, it was hard for me because I didn't know where I exactly fit in.
I bet that was hard. I mean, that's an older age to finally get that diagnosis.
I was put in what they call special need classes in grade school, but it wasn't special needs or anything. It was just a resource kind of class.
Exactly.
And then I had OT, which is occupational therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I had that for a little while. So I had all these other classes, not just the main class growing up in grade school, and to really figure out where I am, because I don't fit in here, I don't fit in here. I don't understand these things. I would be in one class, and I'm really good at reading. So I would read, and then they're like, okay, you're done, you can do stuff. And I would STEM. Yeah. With ripping up paper, doing that stuff. I didn't know in 4th, 3rd grade what I was doing. I just knew it was natural for me. And it felt like fun. It was good for me. But people were like, oh, it's wrong. Yeah. So when I got in 6th grade, they took all that my IEP that I was destructive, kind of ran me down, not knowing where I fit in really. And then when I was finally in 8th grade, they're finally like, oh, you have autism. But before that, I was ADHD. I had to go through all these other steps. And it was a hard process being told, oh, you're this, and nothing quite made sense. They're like, oh. And then when autism came about, it was almost like this huge light bulb went off. Oh, that's why we couldn't figure out where you fit into these certain categories. Yeah. I don't think that I fit into really any category. People say high, low functioning, this, functioning labels. I don't go by that. I say I'm just autistic. Exactly. Autism's beautiful. You should not run me down by saying, oh, you're low functioning, because I tell them at car shows, I could be everything. I could act 10 sometimes. I could act, different ages.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so beautiful is you could get down on everybody's level individually. You don't all the time have to be acting
45.
your age.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's beautiful, and it's something that people should not be like sad about. People should not doubt their lives being autistic. My kids, people should not be like, well, my kid's autistic. Like, oh, I'm sad. No, don't be sad. Your kid can do all these many wonderful things in life. They can go so far, and it doesn't just end because of that label.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, there is no label, because they can go as far as their dreams take them or wherever.
Exactly.
It's not a thing that, it's not doom and gloom.
No.
It's not like,
Were you kind of glad when Elon Musk came out and said, yeah, I have Asperger's? Like, and I mean, to tell you the truth, I knew years before he said it. I was like, of course, I could spot you right away. So yeah, it's funny but it kind of gives you like a relief almost, right? Yeah. And like, finally, somebody in the public figure that everybody can look at and say, wow, how did he, guess what? Because he has autism. That's how. So now what, right? Take that and run with it.
Like, he is a brilliant man. And I'm like, you're autistic. So you're probably you're brilliant, and you can think in different ways than everybody else can. So that makes you just that much more important. And you're a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of cool when I like that, on my show especially, there's just such a wide variety of, what autism means to families and what it means to people with autism themselves. And I just love your story and how you get out there and get into the public, and how that it's helped you to, be more comfortable with yourself and kind of know that that is the community you fit in. It is where you are a part of. And I'm honored to be a part of your journey and the community that you belong to, because you are an amazing, amazing young woman. So I'm just so happy and honored to have you on with me today. Thank you so, so much. Do you have like a website or places where people can find out where you're going to be at shows and things like that?
So you can go to, if you can see this kind of.
And you can, maybe I can you can just send me a picture of it, and I'll post it up there.
It's Pieces of the Puzzle.
Perfect.
You can follow my journey, and I make tons of videos on there, what it's like to be autistic, and to show people more about, like, it's not a scary thing. I love to show people that, but yeah, you can come follow my journey on there. And
Good. I love that. What about now that you are into your adult life? What does dating look like for you? Is that something you are interested in or doing?
I mean, I would be interested in that life, but it's just I have trouble getting out there. And plus, everybody, like, growing up in high school, I would like flirt and send notes because I thought that was cool. That's something you did. But my teacher would tell me I'm an embarrassment.
Oh, because they didn't understand it. Ugh.
And to not do it. So
don't believe those people. Don't believe the haters.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not really.
Now are you here in Utah then? That's where I'm at in Utah. And I believe that's where Kat saw you. So I'm assuming. So that's wonderful. Well, I'm so excited, and I hope I get to meet you someday. I'd love to find out where you're going to be and come out and say hello myself. So I hope that'd be okay.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Great,
This
great.
car show season has kind of come to a close this year.
Exactly. No, it'll be next year for sure, huh?
Yeah.
It's nice and fall and the weather's been beautiful, so that's kind of nice. Well, I am so, like I said, so honored and grateful to have you on today. Thank you so much for your time, and thank your family for the support that they've helped you and given you too. So yeah, let us know if how we can support you. Go to your website, go see her at car shows, and really learn how to be autism accepting. Thank you so much for being here, Cheyenne. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
The SJ Child Show. Thanks to all my viewers and listeners for your continued love and support. Let's build a better tomorrow together. Join me on this journey to bring value through kindness, compassion, and education.